There's a big difference between raw weight and cooked weight, and the reason being is muscle is roughly 70% water and fat is roughly 20% water. So the more you cook your meat, the more water loss that is going to occur because the water is going to evaporate. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode of Carnivore Q&A. Steven here with TV4, and today's question comes from World Carnivore Tribe group on Facebook. Remember, had recently asked, does boiling meat reduce its weight? I pre-cooked 1 kilo of beef in water. I wanted to portion it for my morning meals. Surprisingly, I only got 600 grams. Surely the fat that remained in the broth couldn't be 400 grams. Or did the butcher cheat me? Well, this is a terrific question and something that a lot of people don't realize, but there's a big difference between raw weight and cooked weight, and the reason being is muscle is roughly 70% water and fat is roughly 20% water. So the more you cook your meat, the more water loss that is going to occur because the water is going to evaporate. If you are doing something like boiling, it's not going to lose quite as much water because some of the water will be replaced with the water from the water that you're boiling it with. Whereas if you're doing something like frying it or baking it or even grilling it, it's going to lose a lot more water. And with regard to water loss, the leaner the cut of meat, the more water you are going to lose because again, muscle has roughly 70% water, whereas fat has roughly 20%. So if you are cooking something like a top sirloin steak that's very, very lean, you're going to have a lot more water loss than if you were to cook something like a ribeye steak for the exact same amount of time, because a ribeye is a lot fattier, therefore it's not going to have as much water content in it. But that's just a couple things worth noting with regard to water loss. And another thing with regard to weighing your meat is whenever you are looking at packaging, if you are trying to determine something like calories, if that's something that you're doing, you always want to go based off of the raw weight, because if you end up counting based off of the cook weight, it can be grossly over exaggerated with regard to the actual number itself. So you always want to make sure that you go by the raw weight and not the cooked weight, and it's perfectly normal that your meat is going to lose a significant amount of weight. The more you cook it, the more it's going to lose, but that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask your questions down in the comment section so I can help you guys out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as I'm going to be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.